Hi, good afternoon everyone. My name is Christian Cabunyag and I'll be reporting about wound care. So for today, we have two agendas regarding about wound care. So the process of wound healing and wound classification. So process of wound healing. There are four parts, which is
Exudative.
Yeah. And then the second phase is a resorptive phase. The third phase would be prolactative.
Proliferative.
And then the fourth phase would be the repair phase. Yeah. So when we say about the exudative phase, the wound is filled with the fibrin
And coagulated blood.
coagulated blood. So this is the first stage, which is I know you already familiar when you have like bruises or everything. So this is the fresh one, the first phase.
Stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for the second
Next.
phase, would be the resorptive phase. It's scavenger cells, remove dead cells and germs. So for the second phase, it is the part where the wound is already like it's getting swollen. So it is more actually it is more prone with bacteria and viruses when you didn't do the proper wound care, like for example covering up with the what do you call this one, and then so it has to be covered so it will not be prone to any bacteria and so the third phase would be the
Proliferative.
proliferative phase. So new cells are formed which is filled in the wound. So as you all know that the wounds are like it really it gets like it takes time to heal. It takes time to heal. So it's like the swelling stage is already like passed by because it's now regenerating the cells within. So it's like it's now the healing stage. So the fourth phase would be the repair stage. So cells are formed around the edge of the wound, the new skin is created, and the wound finally closes. So we if you are familiar with it, you know the wound is already like getting small once it's to call this one.
Yes. Kaya mo din yan.
Once you are already in the
Basta
in the
na-stress
last
na
stage.
siya. Ganun din mo naramdaman niyo.
So the
Mga mental block ka na.
yeah. So the actually the wound is
Inhale, exhale lang talaga.
so the wound is already getting smaller.
Isn't it amazing that for human beings like us, we self or auto heal?
Yes.
Right? Are you amazed about that? Now once we get wounded, a few days from that, we heal. Nice, right? So that heartbrokenness, kay, it will also heal somehow.
Parang iba pa rin yun, sir. Ibang,
Ha?
parang ibang,
It will take longer time, but it will heal. Time heal all wounds, right? Okay, next.
so we're now going wounds classification. So number one is the severity of injury. Superficial, penetrating, perforating.
Perforating. So when you say superficial, ano lang yan siya? Which, ano lang yan, level? Skin level lang siguro, no? And then penetrating, it penetrates na into your muscles or even to your bones. While perforating, kasama na talaga obviously yung bones. Am I right?
So the second one is the cleanliness. Clean.
Can you pronounce the word again?
Cleanliness. Superficial.
No, number two.
Cleanliness.
Is it cleanliness or cleanliness? When you read the word clean, it's pronounced as clean. Okay? But if it's already like yung cleanliness is already pronounced as clean.
So, clean.
So this one is cleanliness. Weird, right? It's weird, but that is correct. If the word clean lang or cleaners, it's clean. But if it's liness, it's cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Okay, cool. So, ito naman is the word classification as to how clean the wound is. Number 1 is
Clean.
a clean wound. So, no infections, no contaminations. Next is
This
clean to contaminated. Some parts are clean and some parts are already contaminated. May mga pus na or may mga, anong pus sa Tagalog? Nana. And then, you have the contaminated. And then finally, if it's still not cared for, then it's already infected. You have redness, you have swollen na siya, inflamed, and then you have pain, you have maybe bleeding, or maybe you have infections, right? Next, number 3 description is
descriptive qualities.
sa mga uri naman ng wounds or the type of wounds. What are those types of wounds? Do you have pictures of that? Wala, sayang. Number 3 is laceration. What is laceration? What is incision? Hiwa. So, paulit-ulit lang. So, Christian, ikaw lang talaga makakasagot. What's the difference between laceration and incision?
Dito kasi siya talaga natapos.
Ay, sayang ulit.
Hindi ako nakapag-attach.
Okay, I'll tell you later. Do you know anything about that? Can we move on to number 4?
Complications in wound healing. So, we have hemorrhage, infections,
Dehiscence,
diseases,
evisceration, and fistula. Do you know anything about that too? Wale, sayang. Okay, next. I'll discuss it later, guys. Don't worry.
So, there are also factors influencing wound healing. Age, nutritional status, obesity.
So, these are the factors that can either alleviate the wound or to make it better, to heal it faster, or to make it worse, right? So, let's talk about nutritional status. So, if you're healthy, guys, nutritionally healthy, what is the speed of your recovery? Is it faster healing? But what about you're malnourished? So, people with low proteins or mga thin, mga malnourished children, if they get wounded, then the healing is very slow. And sometimes it even worse. How about obesity? Grabe kayo sa mga mataba, judgmental. Pag mataba, matagal maghilom ang wound.
Especially the people with diabetes.
Yes. How about, what is that? Immune status. So, if you have a weak immune system, obviously what happens to the recovery of your wounds? Slow then, right? And then it cannot fight infection. Imagine your skin is open, so the barrier or protection is wala, it's gone. So it's very prone to infection. Okay. You wanna add something else? Stress on... Ay, tapos na. Thank you. Alright, so we shall go now to the wound care. Meron ka?
Wala.
O, dito ka na.
Nakapag-attach mo.
O, dito ka na sa slide. Okay, so let's help na lang Christian. Number 1, basa. Basa, number 1.
Checklist. Review the medical orders. Ito ba? Wound care checklist.
Sige, just open ka just.
Okay.
Stop. Read there. Number page what?
Wound care.
Page what?
74.
Page 74, number 1. Review.
Review the medical orders for wound care or the nursing plan of care related to wound care.
So just to let you know guys, the wound care is actually not a job of us, okay? Especially for fresh wounds or wounds or patients coming from surgery, you should not be doing the wound care. Who should be doing the wound care if it's very fresh? Or the doctor or the surgeon, right? Now, if it's already routinary, meaning that probably they already have it, or maybe it's healing already, or maybe the patient's already sent home. So at home, if you're working from home, that's the only time that you can do the wound care. But then remember, it's only routinary, meaning that you cannot, if it changes, for example, it got infected, or there's complications, then you should not be doing the wound care already. Understand? Yung fresh lang, yung normal lang, yung pa-heal na siya. Okay? So, that's number 1. Review the patient's chart. Next. Ito na lang sila. Next.
Gather the necessary supplies and bring to the bedside.
Gather
staff.
materials to save.
Time.
Energy.
So, what materials do you think you have right there? The what?
Gauze dress.
The?
Ghost dress.
I'm talking to Christian.
Ay.
The what?
We have ghosts.
The
And
goat?
the
The goat? You know what? There's actually a child running around. Did you hear the child sometimes running around? The ghost. So we have different types of gauzes, right? Or dressings. You have this one, which is parang siyang roller. Ano, what do you, what does it mean, crepe or crepe? What do you mean by that? Cotton crepe.
Thicker.
So it's thicker now. So we have the pharmacist here coming from Life Pharmacy.
Elastic also.
And also elastic. Okay, what about this one?
Yeah, the normal ghost bandage.
So ito yung bandage. 7.5 to 4.5 by 4.5. Ito same lang
Same
din.
differences.
And then what else? Same lang din yung bandage. Okay, then we have this one. What is this?
That one, the square bandage.
And then, what do you do with this?
After all cleaning, that one the least.
So you don't, do you put this under here or this one like that? Or this is already standalone?
You can put also together, so for
You
the
can put together like that?
sticking.
Okay.
Stick.
So yeah, also it comes in different size and shapes also. And then, you have your alcohol swabs or pads para. Okay. And then you have, what is the scientific or the generic name of betadine? Basahin mo, wala ba dyan?
It's forbidden.
And then what is this? Huh? What is the tourniquet for?
Taking the blood.
Spell tourniquet.
Split.
Q-U-E-E, tourniquet. So this one is actually to prevent bleeding. Pero bakit pag kinukuha ng dugo no? So, you don't remember when somebody takes UCBC? They put like this, right? And then they take the blood. So this is actually called tourniquet. And the idea for this is to stop the bleeding. So for example, if you go to war or if there's any bleeding, the first aid is tourniquet. So that it will stop the blood from here from going outside. Then they put a tourniquet. So if you put it like close pa, mas tighter pa, then it will stop the bleeding actually. And then you can save your life, right? Okay. That's it. What else do you have? What is this? What do you call this one? Forceps. Sabi niya forceps. Bakit hindi na ba alam? Do you know? What is this? Forceps. Forceps and a wedding. Okay. So now what do we do? So first of all, in in the nursing or in the doctor's order, the betadine has to be ordered. You cannot just put betadine just because we're used to do betadines, right? At home, probably yes, but in the hospital, that also has to be ordered by the doc. Okay, and also comes in a packet, right? Meron ka ng wound care kit. Meron ba kayo nun? So in the wound care kit, you already have yung may there's already boxes where you can put the betadine, you can put the agua-oxinada or the hydrogen peroxide, and you can put all your stuff there, and then you just have to open it, and then you already have all of the things that you may need to do now. Okay? So now, I've already, so what do you do with the first thing that you have to do? Next, read na.
Perform hand hygiene.
So before going to the patient, you need first to wash your hands, and then proper hand washing, and then put on the PPE.
You need PPE for this procedure?
Yes.
Ha? Sabi niya no, so okay na siya humawak ng dugo? Ha?
Yes.
Most definitely yes.
Yes.
Okay, next.
So identify the patient. So before going to the patient, you need also to review your record, review the endorsement or the record of the patient, and then when performing the cleaning procedure, like the mandatory one, you have to close the door or the curtains for its privacy, and inform the patient that you are going to do the wound care or cleaning a wound. Assess the patient for possible need. So perform na ko.
Yes.
Good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm Christian. I'm your CNA for today. So I'll be doing the wound care for you.
Wala nga naman for her. Sige ko ka pala, sir.
So imagine I have already the gloves of the PT. So I will. Can I see your bag? Okay, thank you.
Ganito ba mag-identify ng patient, Christian?
Name, age, what's your name?
Just for clarification, sir, may I know your full name, age, and birthday?
Age, no? Oo, sabi ni Risa, no? Ikaw na age.
Ano nila ba? Your full name and your birthday.
Richard, January 182. And then check the band. That's the right thing. Ask for the name, the date of birth, and the band, the ID band, right? How many times should we do like that? Okay, tapos, okay na. Then he will do wound care. And then 5 principles. Wash your hands, prepare the materials,
Cover the close the door.
cover the curtain,
Close the door. Close the curtain.
cover the curtain, hang the patient. Sorry, so na-stress ako. Close the wound. Even after care. Luya, oy. Na-stress na yung tao ng CNA.
And then explain what you're going to do. And then,
Okay.
so Mr. Johnson, I'll be performing the wound care for you.
Okay.
Not for them.
Okay.
So first, you need. Imagine I have cotton on this force. So.
Saan ang sugat?
Nalipat. Ang dami sugat.
Dito lang sa kamay.
One side pala
So,
yung sugar.
So walang towel-towel, sir? other nurse put towel. You don't put towel. Always tayo maglagay na barrier, right? Saka hindi ganito maglagay ng barrier. Paano pag may mga nana, may maglalagay ka ng ano?
So first I will
First I was afraid. I was afraid. Sound good.
Ito yung photo also.
so when performing
Ganito lang din.
So, first of all, you have to identify muna the status of the wound, right? You have the gauze here first, right? Then, you have to check whether it's full of blood, may exudations ba, may mga pus ba, and everything. And then, remove yung old bandage, right? So, where do you put the old bandage? Yung mga soiled one.
you need to have a paper bag or
The trash bin or bag, what is the color of that?
Yellow.
Why yellow? Yellow means infectious contaminated, right? So put it there. Okay? So now you already have the wound. Check the wounds, the characteristics of the wounds. Diba kanina meron siyang clean to contaminated to clean, mga ganun. Okay? And then you have to clean. So for example, this is na lang my wound. You see this one? That's a wound.
That's a mole.
Huh?
Mole.
Yeah, now it becomes mega mole. Kung alam mo, luma na ng joke na yan. Pwede tayo makita sa video. So, if this is your wound, where do you start cleaning? From the wound itself going around or from the external going inside?
from outside going to the wound.
External.
From?
Internal.
Sige nga. External. Saan ba kayo magsimula?
Paikot.
Saan ka magsimula? Saan? Sa labas, papunta sa loob. Congratulations! Infection.
From the wound itself going
So kung
outside.
nandito na nga, hindi pinapasok na rin. Sana magdala ka na lang.
Wala na siyang ano,
So,
Bilisan mo, magkaklase pa ako nauna.
so again from the wound itself going outside.
Yeah, sige, from the wound, and then going around, and then discard. Where you put that one?
Yellow.
Okay, sige, next pa.
And
Di
then
ba sometimes they have the wounds and then inside you still have wounds out in the skin? You have to also open that and then put it there. Sige, pasok mo na. Ah, aray. Ouch. Pag mayaman, pag mahirap, ay, yawa. Sakit na, yawa. Ba't ganun? May double standards. Pag mayaman ka, ouch, I need anesthesia.
and then
So, dalawang cotton balls lang, di ba? Ang galing. So now you have to clean it, you have to disinfect it, and then you have to also put antiseptic like betadine or hydrogen peroxide, right? It depends whatever the doctor will tell you. And then afterwards, you have to clean extra mga betadine, and then they may put some mga creams or mga whatever, mga ganyan-ganyan. And then you also have to use, you can also use the cotton applicator like the cotton buds, the long ones. So nowadays, they already have like a packet where when you take it out, it's already full of betadine. May ganun din, diba? So, paano siyang cotton applicator na mahaba, and then may cotton balls, and then may betadine na siya. So, you have to only use it one time, okay? So, like this, and then around, and then discard. So, you cannot do like this, and then balik-balik, parang barbecue ba, hindi ganun siya ba? And then one more stick na naman, and then do it the same way. And then put some creams or whatsoever. And then afterwards, you have to put the bandage if necessary, and then you have to put the adhesive na what do you call that? Adhesive na
Micropore.
yung micropore, parang micropore is the brand, right? Am I right?
The name of the tape.
The name of the thing. This one is the dressing, but some dressings also comes with a sticker na, so you don't have to put. But if you have to put the bandage, where you have to put the micropore, the tape. Okay?
Safe outside.
Okay. Yun lang. And then do your
Aftercare.
and then report.
So we're just gonna wait for